35. Count it.
Candace Parker was the #1 overall WNBA draft pick back in 2008. And since then, she's been blazing trails and inspiring young women.
And as a part of our ongoing series on social justice and in honor of Women's History Month, she is back this week with part 2 of Respect Your OGs, this time tributing WNBA legend Lisa Leslie. Here's her story. When you
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and now we get a chance to check out some stats for Paul George.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Atlanta with the ball. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And Herter gets it to go.
Finding make-a-
Summers, don't I? Got it looking mighty easy for a come up, don't I? Dream so big that my ideas are hard to stomach, don't I? Yeah. Got it jumping 10 years later, don't I? Execute so well, I bet they think I made it, don't I? I do me so well, it's hard to imitate it, don't I?
Timing was perfect. The NBA was getting set to launch a women's pro league. And what they needed more than anything else was stars. Playing for the LA Sparks, Lisa became a household name. She was dominant on the court and
A view of the Atlanta skyline. And we've got time.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Tony Snell is out there with John Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Now here's Harden. The kick out to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
They get it again. Jordan the pass to Irving. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Young's shot is good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
In the corner, it's Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. Capella with it, guarded now by Durant. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Hawks. No good from Irving.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Young, good.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here is Irving. 43 points out last game. Harris outside. A shot by Harden. Wide open. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
To the middle. Collins dishes to Capella. Young left side. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Back to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Collins with it. Young taking his time here. Beyond the arc. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Here's Irving. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now, here is Young. A 23-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Harden's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Snell finds Young. At the top of the key, Capella. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Landry Shamit's checked in for the Nets. Here's Irving after Clint Capella's bucket. Irving passes to Shamit. Back to Irving. Rebound by the Hawks.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Hawks.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Up top, Capella. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. One-on-one here. There's Shamit. It's stolen by Rondo. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Capella, the pass to Collins. Poked away. Shamit with the steal. And on the way from Irving for 3. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Hawk. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. On out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Nets trail by 10. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando. And there's the feed to Rondo. Gallinari on the wing. There's the pass to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. And Atlanta has possession following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Rebounded by the Nets. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Atlanta making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Hawks leading by 7. Gallinari in the corner. Over to the left wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Oh, Griffin in position. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Gallinari on the wing. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 6. A nice shot by Griffin.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Young. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Pass to Luwawu. Shamet with it. Launches it. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Outside for Griffin. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. There's Shamet. Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Collins checked in for Gallinari. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
We know DeAndre Jordan is a shot blocker, but that time got out and got a steal on the defensive end.
And here's Young from the arc. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, and that's going to do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Young and Herter make up the back. Collins is out there with Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the center. So that's the Hawks 5. Here is Harden. On the wing, Harris. Let's go. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Herter. A 3-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 4. Bobbed up there for Durant.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Herter passes to Snell. Right side, Collins. Dishes it to Young. In the corner, Herter with it. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Inside, Young with the steal. Just over a minute and a half had passed here in the 3rd quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Kevin Herter. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. Passes it to Young. Outside Rondo. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Young, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Right side Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
Young's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Left side, KD. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Outside for Rondo. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Rondo. Some solid defense there from KD. Pass to Irving. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. Bobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Johnson finds Harris. Irving from long range. No good there. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
For Atlanta, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The first one falls. So for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gallinari in for Young. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Now, here's Shamet. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Irving misses. For Atlanta, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Collins. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Rejected by Harris, and he's able to get it back. That one falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Here's Griffin. It's a 3-point game. Misses from close range. Bogdanovich against Harris. Bogdanovich inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Rondo. Off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Landry Shamet is out there with Irving. Then there's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Rondo. Snell, the pass to Herter. Hands it from downtown. Herter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Shamet, the pass to Griffin. The 3 from Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that.
Now Rondo. The pass to Capella. Here's Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. 3-pointer. Snell gets the 3-pointer to fall. Snell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Down low. Here's Harden. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Boy, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 3-point lead. Pass to Herter. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Hawks with possession here. Harden missing his last shot. Snell finds Young. And the three ball is good.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
Nets trail by 6. Now here's Harden. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fires for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bounce pass, Young. 3-pointers. Snell. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Claxton. Count it, good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And yes, it's good.
There's Gallinari working hard, being productive for his team. His effort always impressive.
Harden the pass to Claxton. And here is Green. They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Collins checked in for Atlanta. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Landry Shamet. Atlanta leading by 6. To the middle. In the corner, Snell with it. Pass to Herter. Now, here is Young. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Pass to Capella. Here's Snell, guarded by Harden. Herter, no good.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you got to make it.
The shot by KD, no good. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Capella, high post. And the dunk by Capella.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
And there's the pass to Snell. And here's Young from the arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And here's Brooklyn. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Collins passes to Herter. To the wing on the left. Snell dishes to Young. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
In the corner, Collins with it. In the corner, Snell with it. Back to Herter. Right side, Collins. Pass to Herter. 3-pointers, Snell. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. There below is... Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Giannis passes to Lopez. Good D by Jordan. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 32 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Lopez. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Irving. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Lopez. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside, Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 4 on the shot clock. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. And he starts out with the miss in this one.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Irving with the bounce pass. Nets passing it around. Back to Jordan. Outside Irving. Oh, that's caught. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro. He's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And it's blocked, and they get it back. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Portis throws it down.
Yes, sir. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. He gets that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Portis kicks to Forbes. There's the lob to Portis. Griffin with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Portis. That shot off. Nice D from Griffin. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. It's Harden with the drive. Out to the right wing. Griffin kicks to Irving. That one wide left.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Durant is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Shamet in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the made shot from KD. And the shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Nets leading by 12. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Holiday. There's the lob to Portis.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Portis. Harden the pass to Durant. He kicks it to Griffin. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. He can't get that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden the pass to Claxton. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of a season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. In transition, here come the Nets, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Durant, and it's Johnson in for James Harden. Now here's Johnson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Claxton the pass to Johnson. They get it back. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Bucks trail by 10. Passes it to Lopez. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. Here's Shamet. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. For 3, Middleton. Rebounded by the Nets. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Lopez. Tucker dishes to Lopez. Can they get it? And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Johnson, the pass to Brown. The rebound by Middleton.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Jordan not going to go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Over Brown. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
To the paint. And stolen by Harris. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the layup good by Irving. Irving's got 8 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Giannis against KD. Nets leading by 9. Round kicks to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second basket.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Forbes. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Some solid defense there from Irving. Back to Jordan. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got 6.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Pass to Forbes. Here's Giannis. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Bryn Forbes. Portis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 14. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Portis finds DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Irving looking over the floor. Harris outside. The Nets working the ball around now. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Luwawu. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Chris Middleton. Harris against Holiday. Here's Portis. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Harris against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Tucker the pass to Portis. That shot is off. Great D that time from Jordan.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
KD on the wing. They get it back.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer's up. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Just keep running. Keep getting stuff.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Takes it up with both hands. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Griffin, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Lopez with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Middleton. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Shamet. From outside, off the mark.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Back to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Up the court from the Bucks on the break, and there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line, and the first one at the line is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Both free throws good from Holiday, and a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. Outside Holiday. Inside Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Now Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. And he makes both free throws.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Irving kicks to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 6. On the wing, Giannis. There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're
And the shot goes in.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Bucks.
Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Irving dishes to Harden. The pass to Jordan. Takes it from 10. Count that bucket.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And Middleton kicks to Portis. Back to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Durant. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Here's Harden on the wing. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Holiday attacking. Count it!
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Durant with a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rebounded by the Bucks. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Stolen by Harden. And then Durant with the jam.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Bird and Galaxy Opal Paul Pierce, these packs have a little bit of everything. Plus, the final Golden Age and Modern Age hero cards have officially been added to their...
Coming up next, the Hawks. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... D.A.
Hey, Kevin. The Buck.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Tony Snell is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's Lopez, and Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Young inside, guarded by Holiday. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Steve, you've been an all-star in the past and also had some time off. How big was the difference for you having that break?
Kevin, good question. Compared to now, you always want to be an all-star if you can as a player. But the difference now is the break time. We just had a weekend. Look now, they get about 6-7 days off, and that can really help, especially players that need an injury break or just a mental break.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Passes to Holiday from the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Here's Atlanta now. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
And here's Young. A 23-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Poke loose. Young with the steal. In the corner. Herter with it. To the paint. Young. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Lopez kicks to Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holiday. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
So it's Atlanta now. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. The pass to Okongwu.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
This is his first free throw of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. He's off on the second. Milwaukee has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Gallinari in the corner. It's Okongwu, top of the key. The rebound by the Bucks. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. Nifty move. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Forbes. Off target from outside. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Now here's Rondo. He's covered closely. The dish now to Bogdanovich. And Rondo with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
And stolen by Okongwu. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
One more time. Let him hear it. Timeout. Atlanta timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Atlanta leading by just 1. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started it.
And Greg Klein, with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Down low, Rondo passes to Capella. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. Portis trying to free himself. Tucker can't get it to go.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside, there's Portis, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Hawks, Tony Snell's checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And again, the Bucks miss.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Collins checked in for the Hawks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
For a big man, Collins is a hard guy to stay with. If he gets a step, watch out.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Huerter. And it's off from three-point range. It's stolen by Capella. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Bucks trail by 8. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Lopez passes to Middleton. Hits it from three-point range.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Capella finds Young. Back to Capella. Over Lopez. And it's Capella missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Holiday dishes to Middleton. The three-pointer, no good. Atlanta leading by 5. Huerter passes to Snell. Back to Huerter. The putback, and that's collected by Drew Holiday. Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Back to Connaughton. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Another shot. It It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Lopez.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Young. Okongwu, the pass to Young. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And a star in his role. Clint Capella makes... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Hawks leading by 5. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter passes to Young, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Young against Holiday. Up top, Capella. Kicks to Snell. Shot clock at 5. Young dishes to Capella. It's stolen by Kumbo. Pass break, Milwaukee. Lobs it up for Holiday. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Capella over Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
And Young kicks to Collins. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 4. Giannis with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Up again. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, Snell with it. It's up a 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. He feeds it to Lopez. Stolen by Collins. In the corner, Snell with it for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Snell's got 7 points in the game.
You can't forget about Snell's deep shot. He relishes torching defenses from there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Down low. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Capella. To the inside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Holiday. And the layup falls. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Here's Young over Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Atlanta leading by 7. It's Young on the wing. 10 points for him. And Bogdanovich kicks to Rondo. Over to the wing. Back to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Atlanta again missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Gallinari with the steal. Pass to Okongwu. Dishes it to Rondo. And stolen by Portis. Passes it to Tucker. Tries from 10. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Young drives in. Okongwu's shot is good.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Now here's Okongwu. Defended by Middleton. Now here's Rondo. 1 second left. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Atlanta headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Holiday. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Holiday finds Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. Gallinari with the steal. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Gallinari against Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Out to Gallinari. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Trae Young. Here's Holiday. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds in this game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Holiday.
Rondo is so tricky. Consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Snell's checked in. On the wing, DiVincenzo. the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Herter. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Holiday dishes to Lopez.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Brook Lopez hits them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Pass to Herter. Back to Young. Taken away by Holiday. Giannis kicks to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Holiday, no one around him. Kept alive.
And this is a critical possession, not one they can afford to come up empty on.
Here's Collins. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Knocked away. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the score. He's put this offense on his back.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Holiday. 1:15 left in the game. Here's Forbes. Off target from 3-point range. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Count that one. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here is Forbes, defended by Young. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Forbes the pass to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo, no good. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Snell to the inside. It's good.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Inside. On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again. Young with the ball. Missed. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome to 2K Sports. We're looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Snell in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Landry Shamet. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the one. Now, here is Young. Puts one up from 19. That's good on the jump shot. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
Now, here's Shamet. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. To the left side wing. Herter passes to Collins. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Harden. From deep three-point range, that one misses. Shamet got it. Good job in the low post.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Stolen by Harden. Durant with it and guarded by Capella. Pulls up on the wing. Harden's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Herter passes to Young. Back to Herter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He had a nice open look right there.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Fast break, the Hawks. Young's running. Passes it to Capella. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Hawks ball. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. On the wing, Harris from downtown. He can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
In the corner, Snell with it. Hawks passing it around. Capella kicks to Collins. Stolen by Durant. That's tipped. In the corner, Harden. Back to Jordan. The rebound by Young. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night. Oh. You got to be kidding. Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Outside Collins. Pass to Capella. To the wing right side. Here's Herter. A three off the mark. Nets trail by 4. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Pass to Shamet. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Young. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Just 4 to shoot. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Irving for 3. Rebound Atlanta. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Yeah, and the appreciation I have for Rondo. He's able to stay with this man and then uses his speed.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks on top, up 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Rajon Rondo. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard. Griffin finds Brown. Back to Griffin. It's stolen by Capella. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by Claxton. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And a wide open look for Rondo. To the middle. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Here's Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
The pass to Capella. Right wing. Okongwu, the pass to Capella. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 5 on the clock. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Rondo. A 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Llewellyn. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Green kicks to Brown. Irving with a clean look. He nails it, and we're tied up. Irving's got 5 points so far. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself. Do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Gallinari kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets trail by 3. A steal. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Young. Out to the right wing. Snell, the pass to Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
And so Collins nails both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Claxton the pass to Green. Brown feeling out a bit. Here's Claxton. Nice move. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Claxton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gallinari finds Snell. And Collins now top the key. Gallinari outside. 6 to shoot. It's intercepted. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And on the way from Irving for 3. Here's Luwawu. Brown. Rebound collected by Snell.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brown. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Claxton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Young outside. He dishes it to Collins. Here's Snell. It's good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signal. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young. And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Shamet in at the shooting guard position. Harden with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Capella. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
It's Harden with the drive.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Capella. And here's Collins. Here's Young. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden outside, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Young dishes to Capella. Here's Herter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Yep, it counts.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
On the way, Harris. Shamet finds Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Capella. And there's the pass to Okongwu from 20 feet out. Herter, no good.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Harris trying to get free. And then Durant with the jam. 3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Capella. Good work defensively by Harden. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Wide open look here for Okongwu. Atlanta again missing. Left side, KD. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it left.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Feeds to Capella. Great D that time from Griffin. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. There's 1:47 left to play here in the 3rd. Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gallinari wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 3.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the 3-point line.
It's his first trip to the line. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins checked in for Capella. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Well, an NBA champion, that's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Okongwu with the elbow. Gallinari finds Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The Hawks again can't hit. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Burnett shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Tony Snell's checked in for Okongwu.
Tony Snell.
23 seconds left in the third. Irving for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
How easily scoring comes for Kyrie Irving. So intelligent, such a good decision maker.
And Young kicks to Collins. Harris outside. Passes it to Claxton. And on the way from Irving. And he beats the buzzer. Wow! What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. Young's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the wing, Harris launches it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Kicks it out to Collins. Gallinari outside. Young with no one around. Another miss by Young.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 20 points. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. But 3, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Snell sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Assisted by.
And here's Irving. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Left side, Jordan. 14 feet away. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bogdanovich misses in close.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And the shot goes down. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Irving kicks to Brown. Young with the steal. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamet comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovich. The Hawks trail by 17. In the corner, Huerter with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now, here is Harden, guarded close. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. Collins wide open, he fires. Misses the 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Left side, Jordan. Harden against Young. Harden's shot is good.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Brooklyn.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Looking for last week's top plays winner? We're posting those on social. Follow us at NBA2K_2KTV.
And for those of you on Gen 5, did you know you can check out 2K TV anywhere in the city via your in-game mobile phone?
Waiting for Got Next? Hang out with us, get some game tips, catch up on community events.
That's right, it's everything you love about 2K TV right at your fingertips.
We'll see.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward spot.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez is still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
And we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here is Holiday. He had 19 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And stolen by Jordan. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Tipped away. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know, People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now, here's Lopez following the miss by Kyrie Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 4. Top of the key, Harris. Durant with a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the jam by Harden.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands can be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. to the inside. Giannis outside. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
How about Antetokounmpo rising up, shooting with great confidence and drilling a three.
Stolen by Holiday. Pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Here's Harden. What a jam!
And you knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Crafty move. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin comes in for Jordan. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Harden. Not a lot of room. Out to KD. In the corner, it's Griffin. And he banks in the layup.
Blake Griffin right now working the inside game and has the skills to take you to school.
Got a piece of it. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
No, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Griffin.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Portis, the kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. Griffin with the steal. Brown outside. Pass to Claxton. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5 points so far. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Magic.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. There's the lob to Portis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo against Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, Holiday focus there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Shamet finds Brown. Here's Claxton. Nets passing it around. Here's Shamet, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Shamet's got his first points of the game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Now here is Holiday. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And he commits the intentional foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
Holiday against Harden. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Holiday.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He gets it in there. Harden's got 13 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And that one's good. Green.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. A 32-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Johnson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. Shoots, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to Portis.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Johnson attacking, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... James Harden was the man in the first. He had 13 points, 2 assists.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the minutes. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now here's Giannis. 13 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And it's good. 2 points. Lopez has got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Harden, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Lopez left side. He's off on that one. Good D by Jordan.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be having 3 of 4 to start it off.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And a change for the Nets. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And on the way from Irving for 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Durant down low. Guarded by Tucker. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket.
You know, DeAndre Jordan wants his jump shot to be taken seriously. The more you make, the more it will be.
Here's Holiday. He has 5. And Tucker has it in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Brooklyn. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And checking out Milwaukee. They're in third place.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
Now, here's Portis. There's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Brown. Durant's got his second bucket.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
There's the pass to Brown. Back to Irving. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Poked away and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now a chance to go to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA to see the leading three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Nets second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
So it's the Bucks now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Connaughton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock at 4. There's the lob to Portis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket is good.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Here's Portis. Here's Tucker. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 9. Durant, the pass to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
That one doesn't drop. Jordan with some nice D. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Irving.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Griffin. Over onto Tacumbo. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 10. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Harris outside. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Antetokounmpo up top. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Nets leading by 6. Harden outside. To the middle. Green kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Holiday. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks, David. Bucks trail by 7. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Passes it to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now here's Middleton. And Portis throws it down. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Portis, Bucks passing it around, out to the wing. Forbes the pass to Portis. Right side, Griffin. Dishes to Irving. Harden outside. Three-pointer. Keeps it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
And an intentional foul right there. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Nobody near Irving. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Zach Giannis, pass to Middleton. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Here's Lopez. Good, nice job down low.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Harden against Holiday. The pass to Griffin. Outside, KD. Wide open. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And staying with the play, Irving.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. He hits both from the stripe. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Stolen away. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
In a game this close, this late,
That kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance.
Moments away is the... Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta...
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3. Now, here's Lopez. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. Let's break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins is running. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation.
Taken away by Holiday. Capella against Giannis. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Lopez inside. Second chance shot. Lets it go from deep. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Herter passes to Capella, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Off the inbound. Young, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
For 3, Middleton kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Lopez. Giannis outside. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Snell. Count the basket.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
Middleton outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing to the paint. Lopez kicks to Middleton. A putback. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. In the 3rd spot, Trae Young.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Young. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Giannis. A 32-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Young in the corner. There's 1:38 left to play in the 1st quarter. From 11 feet away, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Middleton left side. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday looking over the floor. Left side Portis. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Here's Rondo. Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Rondo. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. And Okongwu slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Bucks trail. And Tucker kicks to Holiday. The pass to Connaughton. Portis with it. The kick out to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Outside Collins. Lets the three fly. Oh, my goodness!
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And earlier,
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Gallinari. Bogdanovic out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Collins in at the four-man position. That's the group start the second quarter for the Hawks. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Plenty of space. Rebound by the Hawks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it. Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Tucker.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Rondo drives in, and he lays it straight in.
The craftiness of Rondo makes him a tough cover in pick and roll sets. Just when you think he's going to pass, he'll surprise you with the shot.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The kick out to Holiday. And stolen by Bogdanovic. And Okongwu slams it in.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to just the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Pass to Connaughton. It's Portis, high post. So the wing on the left. There's the lob to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Rondo. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. When you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Taken away. Portis with it. Okongwu covering. Here's Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Rondo. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. That's a big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Capella finds Young to the left wing. Snell from outside. Atlanta again missing. Bucks trail by 5. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Young dishes to Snell. He feeds it to Capella. Passes to Huerter. And here's Young from the arc. That one doesn't go. And Milwaukee the other way now. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez right side. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Huerter. In the corner, Snell with it. Up top, Capella. Gallinari in the corner. At the top of the key, Capella. Back to Huerter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Now Young. Pass to Collins. Shoots. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Latrey. That one no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Inside, Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lopez outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trailing. Snell, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Takes the three. Middleton can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Lopez with the block.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
To the wing right side. And outside, Collins wide open, he fires. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 8 points.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Left side, Collins. To the middle. And the pass to Herter. 3-pointers, Snell. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Kicks it to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. That one's good from the corner. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knocked loose. Fast break, Milwaukee. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Pass to Snell. Collins trying to break free. Snell, no good. Milwaukee leading by 7. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Bombed up there for Lopez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Molinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. Middleton outside. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Milwaukee. Passes it to Capella. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down low. Here's Molinari. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Molinari's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Outside Holiday. Giannis against Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Right side Rondo. With 1 on the clock. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Okongwu. Rajon Rondo is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Capella in at the 5. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Rondo.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Bucks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Back to Tucker. And stolen by Okongwu. It's 2-on-1. Rondo finds Capella. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Pass to Portis. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Rondo. To tie it up. They swipe it. Here's Connaughton. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Ripped away. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Tucker can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First one falls for him. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lopez finds Giannis. And here is DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Snell from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Collins. Back to Holiday. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. To the right side. Back to Young. In the corner. Collins with it. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Young. Draws contact on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full steam. Guys.
Thank you, David.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Young.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
To the paint, here's Holiday. It falls!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Snell finds Cowan. Here's Snell, guarded by Holiday.
Tony Snell coming through in the clutch. Beautiful.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Yes!
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
The pass to Capella. Here's Herter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Back to Holiday. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this. This wins. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.